Energy conservation is the foundation of energy independence. Hello, everyone. I, Rupal Rana, educator at NWS, welcome all our viewers to yet another session of Talking Diaries. We have with us our four young panelists who are going to participate in today's discussion. But before I reveal the topic for today's discussion, I request our enthusiastic panelists to introduce themselves. Let's begin with Anya.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Anya Chaudhary and I study in grade 6A2 and like reading books by the author David Williams. I am privileged to be a part of this session of Talking Diaries. Now, I nominate my friend Asmit to give his introduction.
Hello everyone, my name is Asmit Vasist. I study in grade 63. My hobby is to play football. I nominate my friend Avril to give his introduction.
Hello viewers, my name is Avril Agarwal and I study in grade 6A3. My hobbies are to play football and read science fiction stories. I am honorably pleased to be a part of this session of Talking Diaries. Now, I welcome my friend Lavanya to introduce herself.
Hello everyone, my name is Lavanya Malhotra. I study in Cambridge 6. I am a readaholic and like reading books about Harry Potter. It's a pleasure to be a part of Talking Diaries.
Thank you, panelists, for your introduction. Now, you all must be wondering why I have started today's session with a quote on energy conservation. Hmm. In our today's session, we are going to discuss about energy conservation and the ways we can conserve energy and why is it important to do so. So without further ado, let's begin our today's discussion with our first question. I would like to know from our panelist that what do you understand by the term energy conservation? Let's hear it from Aviral.
According to my understanding, energy conservation is a conscious effort made to reduce the consumption of energy by using less of an energy service.
Thank you, Aviral. Let's hear it from Lavanya as well. Yes, Lavanya, what do you think?
In my opinion, energy conservation is a decision and practice of using less energy. Turning off the lights when you leave the room, unplugging appliances when they are not in use, and walking instead of driving are some examples of energy conservation.
Thank you, Lavanya. Thank you, Aviral. I understand that when we talk about energy conservation, we talk about energy. And with that, I get a question in my mind that how do we consume energy in our day to day life? Anya, what are your thoughts about it? Yes, Anya.
My opinion, we consume energy in our day-to-day life in almost everything we do. For example, watching the television, washing clothes, heating and lighting the home, taking a shower, working from home on your laptop, running appliances, cooking. All these activities require energy.
Thank you, Anya. Okay, looks like Asmit has something to add on. Yes, Asmit.
I want to make an addition here. Apart from all this, we also use energy in all kinds of transportation and even for commercial purposes.
Thank you, Asmit. Thank you, Anya. Hmm. After listening to you all, I realize that we do consume a lot of energy on daily basis. And this makes me wonder, how can we save the amount of energy we use every day? Let's begin with Anya. Yes, Anya.
By switching off the lights and fans when not in use,
Aviral?
Using energy efficient appliances,
Okay, Lavanya?
Using solar appliances,
Anya?
buying star appliances,
Lavanya?
take shorter showers and fix leaky taps.
Asmit, do you want to add on something?
Yes, ma'am. prefer walking to nearby places than using a transport.
Interesting. Aviral?
Turning things off rather than leaving them on standby.
Anya?
Using tube light or CFL bulbs instead of regular bulbs as it generates heat.
Aviral? Would you
Reduce
like to
heat
add
in
on
the
something?
Yes, ma'am. Reduce heat in the kitchen. Wash laundry in cold water and hang dry your laundry.
Lavanya?
Using less water.
Asmit?
Use natural light and replace your light bulb.
Okay, looks like Anya has something to add on. Yes, Anya.
Maybe switching to renewable resources or renewable energy.
Interesting. Anya, I see that you're talking about renewable energy here. So, can you elaborate a bit that what do we mean by renewable energy?
In my opinion, renewable energy comes from natural resources and is sustainable, which means it can't run out or is endless, like the wind, the sun, or hydro energy.
Hmm. Thank you, Anya. Panelist, do you also use renewable energy in your day to day life? Would you like to share some examples? Yes, Anya has something to say. Yes, Anya.
Ma'am, I have seen that ma'am, these days many people use street lights and they put solar panels in those street lights, which means that the street lights run on solar energy, which definitely leads to a lot of energy conservation.
Yes, Anya. Even I have noticed that on the recently built highways, they are installing the solar street lights, which definitely leads to a lot of energy conservation. Yes, Lavanya.
Yes, ma'am. At our home, we use daylight instead of electricity during the day.
Interesting. And even I have read somewhere that when the sun is bright, avoid using tube light. Okay, with that, let's hear it from Aviral.
Yes,
Aviral, would
ma'am.
you like to share some example?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, many of our neighbors and relatives are already using solar appliances. For example, solar heaters to heat their houses in winter and solar geysers to heat the water. They also use solar lights.
Aviral, I do resonate with you that solar energy to run appliances indeed saves a lot of electricity and leads to energy conservation. In fact, we do have solar panels installed in our house, which we use to heat water. Asmit, would you like to share some example with all of us?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, at our home, we try using natural air to cool down our houses.
Interesting. Thank you, panelists, for sharing such wonderful examples of using renewable energy in our day to day life. Now, I understand the ways in which we can save energy, but is it really helpful for our environment? Aviral, what are your thoughts about it?
Yes, ma'am, it is really helpful for our environment as most power plants burn coal, crude oil, or other fossil fuels to generate electricity, which emits harmful gases in the air. By consuming less energy, we can control the emission of these gases in the environment and we will have cleaner air.
Thank you, Aviral. Okay, let's hear it from Anya as well. Anya, what do you think about it?
Yes, ma'am. By consuming less energy, we can cut down on our bills and save money and maybe use it for something else.
Interesting. Yes, Aviral.
I would like to add on to Anya's point.
Please do.
Energy needs to be conserved, not only to cut costs, but also to preserve the resources for longer use.
Correct. Yes, Lavanya, do you have something to add on?
Ma'am, can I ask a question?
Yes, please do.
What happens if we run out of energy?
Interesting question. Okay, yes, Aviral.
Ma'am, I would like to answer Lavanya's question.
Please do.
Ma'am, we won't be able to do most of our daily tasks that are really important, like taking a shower or cooking food, if we run out of energy.
Yes, Aviral, I do resonate with your thoughts that if we run out of energy, we won't be able to do any of our tasks on daily basis, and the life will become really miserable. Thank you for that question, Lavanya. Yes, Asmit,
Ma'am, I also have a question. Is it possible
please ask.
to get our future energy from sources we don't know?
Another interesting question. Okay, looks like yes, Anya has something to say here. Yes, Anya,
Ma'am, I would like to answer that question.
please do.
We can think of solar cars.
Interesting. Anyone who would like to add on? Yes, Aviral.
Ma'am, we can also think of using air and ocean water to produce energy, as both these things are renewable and endless.
Yes, interesting. Yes, Lavanya.
We can think of using soil as well to produce energy.
Yes. Thank you so much, panelists, for sharing such interesting and innovative ideas. Now, my next question is how can we spread awareness about energy conservation? Let's hear it from Anya. Yes, Anya.
By educating people about energy conservation and using social sites to promote energy conservation, and by organizing social campaigns.
Right. Yes, Aviral?
Ma'am, we also celebrate Energy Conservation Day every year on December 14. The day focuses on making people aware of global warming and climate change and promotes efforts toward energy conservation and energy efficiency. Ma'am, we also have the Energy Conservation Act 2001 and 2003. The enactment of Energy Conservation Act 2001 resulted in the creation of the Bureau of Energy Efficiency. The Energy Conservation Act 2003 put some rules on the generation, distribution, and transmission of energy.
Thank you, Aviral. That's a lot of useful information. Thank you so much, panelists, for sharing such useful information with all of us. Now, before we end our today's session, I would like to know from our panelists what message you would like to give to our viewers on this World Energy Conservation Day. Let's begin with Anya.
Don't give an excuse, stop energy misuse.
Interesting. Asmit, what would be your message?
Conserve energy to preserve the future.
Aviral,
Save today, survive tomorrow.
Lavanya, what do you have to say?
Energy conservation is a true solution.
Thank you. Yes, Anya, do you have something to say here?
Ma'am, I wanted to ask that what is your message?
Thank you, Anya. My message would be that it won't take much energy to conserve energy. Save
Save
energy,
energy,
save
Save
Earth.
save
Save
Earth.
Earth.
energy,
Thank
save Earth.
you.